let's unbox some AEW figures.
What's up, guys? The phenomenal AJ Styles, and you're watching Bretto.
AEW Unmatched Series 11 is here from Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, and we are going to unbox the entire set. The AEW Unmatched line, I swear, is always better than the AEW Unrivaled line. Is that just me? We're going to be unboxing the entire set of Series 11 in this video. I did an unboxing style very recently, very similar to this. Like, I just unboxed figures like me in front of the camera, and you guys digged it. You guys really enjoyed it. I got a lot of positive feedback in the comments on this review style, so we're just gonna run up this entire set in this video. I'm excited about it. There's a Sting Luminaries figure, first ever Sky Blue, first Willas Prey in my collection. It's a really exciting set. Picked all these figures up from Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com. So we got Jay White. Here's Darby Allen. This Surfer Sting looks amazing. I can't wait to get that up close with the camera. That's a Luminaries one. And then here's Sky Blue, a well-anticipated figure for a lot of people. Willas Prey, one of the best wrestlers in the world. Here he is, amazing. And oh, another one of the best wrestlers in the world, Mr. Bryan Danielson. Discount code live does save 10% on this entire series and everything else in your shopping cart. So use code LIVE at checkout at WrestlingFigures.com to save 10% off. So what do you say we get to it and unbox every single figure? New packaging here with the AEWs, and I literally just mentioned that from the last set, which is pretty crazy. So we actually have a picture of the Superstar on the side, which AEW packaging has always lacked. So that is very cool. On this side, it's just the new AEW logo, which is more clean. On the back, we have a really cool animated photo of Surfer Sting right there, looking super classic. I'm loving the lights coming up. And then you do have the rest of the people out of the series. Without further ado, let's get Sting out of the box. And there is Mr. Sting, Surfer Sting, looking really cool, man. This is an awesome retro style of figure. It comes with a lot of accessories, a lot of interchangeable hands. So let's have a look at those. So we're getting some really unique like grappling style of hands here, and then we do have the opening hands for microphones or belts. I am digging these pointing interchangeable hands, and you can't go wrong with fisted hands. We do have two head scans with this Sting figure, one with a fully open mouth and one with kind of like a gridded teeth design. One thing I noticed on these heads is when you turn them around, one has extra hair, little tail at the bottom, the other does not. And it's two different styles of face paint as well. This one on the right's giving me like Ultimate Warrior vibes, and this one on the left definitely gives me Surfer Sting vibes. Now, having a closer look at this Sting action figure, here he is. Straight off the bat, this is a really good looking action figure, no doubt about that. Here's how the head is sitting on the neck peg. I think it sits pretty nice. I do like the torso choice here. Articulation feels really smooth. It's not loose, it's just nice and stiff. Some jacked arms here with white wrist tape at the bottom, and speaking of white, that's going to be the main color of the pants. We do have the little blue scorpion on the right side of his pants, which is really clean. Knee articulation's really smooth on this Sting. As far as ball joint articulation, I'm not really able to get the legs to go forward much. Like, they kind of halt right there, which I found kind of odd. And moving down to the boots, we do have the blue boots with the nice little buckles on the side, black soles to top it off. Final thoughts on the Unmatched Series 11 Sting figure. It's definitely unlike any other Sting we've ever seen from AEW. So if you're looking for a classic version, especially of a Surfer Sting, I definitely feel like this is the figure for you. It does have a very nice aura to it. I like the bright colors. It's just very nice. And the interchangeable hands, you're able to get them in some nice positions. So yes, I do recommend this Sting action figure. Next up, we have a BCC, Blackpool Combat Club, injured Daniel Bryan, man. Even with one missing eye, bro can still make the match happen. We're seeing two different types of eye patches, a great bloody chain attire, which is pretty cool. One more close-up on this packaging. There's that new AEW logo I was mentioning. Just really nice packaging. I love how we're seeing the person actually on the side picture. That's so nice. Back, you do just have a picture of Bryan Danielson, the rest of the people out of the series. Let's get Bryan Danielson out of the box. Bryan Danielson is here in AEW Unmatched Series 11 with a freaking eye patch. This figure's very different. We're gonna have a closer look. The accessories first, and then jump into the figure. What is up with his face? Let's see. Interchangeable hands. We got fisted hands and these nice taunting entrance hands, if you will. And then interchangeable heads we're seeing too. I love how we're seeing different styles of eye cover or eye patch. So on the right, that's your classic like pirate style of eye patch. On your left, it's more of just like a little cloth covering his left eye there. I'm digging the facial expression. I think it looks just like BD. Got the open mouth, and then over here, you just have a regular looking face. Also, the hair is goated, dude. Got these great looking braids, and it's gonna go down to a little tail down here, and this is actually split. Look at how cool that is. I freaking dig that. Super awesome head scans here, and I like both of them. Finally, AEW is upgrading the size of Bryan Danielson. Oh my goodness, bro. Past Bryan Danielson figures have just had way too big of torsos, so I'm so glad we're seeing more of like an MJF style of torso here for Bryan Danielson. That's how the head's gonna be sitting on the neck peg. He's got a neck, jacked arms, double jointed. I feel like it's time for AEW to start going pinless. Straight up. I mean, Mattel is doing it. I don't know why Jazzwares can't. You got the white wrist tape. The attire is really unique, so it's gonna have like these cool like bloody chains here on the front traveling all the way to the back, where we do see a BD logo, of course, for Bryan Danielson. Moving down, we are gonna see the continuation of the chains on the knee pads. The knee pads have the open backs with the silver paint, and then we do see the continuation of the chains here on the kick pads with the BD logo once again. Same thing with the Sting I'm seeing here with the Bryan Danielson. The legs, like, they will not go up. I am not able to get the legs up. Like, they'll go up like very minorly, but it's being inhibited. I feel like the ball joints are like too high up in the piece where it just will not let them. I mean, to the side, they work amazing to the side. Like, they're still smooth, but like they just do not go up. I feel it hitting the trunks. It's just too high of a ball joint. It's weird. Final thoughts on the Bryan Danielson action figure. I do think it's a unique Bryan Danielson. I mean, we've never seen a Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, with an eye patch, so if that's something you're interested in getting, I highly recommend it. If it's not, I don't really see this being a must for you. I do dig the head scans though, so this Bryan Danielson definitely has its perk minus the leg articulation. Same thing with the Sting. I'm curious on the rest of the set. Like, I'm not able to get those legs going forward. Crazy. It looks like the curse is transferred over from Mattel to Jazzwares. Are you guys gonna be picking up this Bryan Danielson? Sky Blue. Here she is, her first ever action figure. She's the only woman in the set, and she looks amazing. Her head scan looks awesome. Her attire looks cool. The face paint as well. I'm excited about this Sky Blue. Very similar packaging to everybody else we've shown already. There she is on the back looking awesome. Rest of the people out of the series, you guys know the whole deal with that. So without further ado, let's get Sky Blue out of the box. I wasn't very excited for this action figure, but dang, bro, this is a sick looking Sky Blue. Accessories, I want to run through them all. We're seeing some cool entrance goods. We didn't see with Bryan Danielson, we didn't see with Sting, so it's cool to see some entrance goods here. We got this nice like entrance dress right here, and when I got it out of the packaging, I was looking for like some sort of buckle where like it buckles up at the top. There is no buckle. The way that you're gonna want to put it on, don't be afraid, okay? You're gonna have to split apart your Sky Blue. I know the figure looks broken, right? But it's not. So you just slide this over the leg piece, have that little skin tone piece sticking out of the top, and once you port the top on, there is the dress. And it's pretty cool how there's no buckle, so you'll never really have to worry about this like slipping off. You'll never have to worry about a buckle pulling off. And topping it off with this really unique like flower crown right here. There's some purple, there's some black in there. This is gonna obviously go right on her head. It's gonna stay, which is freaking cool. And dang, look at that Sky Blue with those accessories. Freaking dope. I'm digging these relaxed hands right here, and we also do have the fisted hands. Both sets do have painted nail polish. Sky Blue with no accessories. Here she is looking gorgeous, bro. This figure is awesome. See those relaxed hands? See how freaking awesome and clean those look? First of all, head scan. I actually do think it really resembles Sky Blue. I'm digging the face paint on her face. She looks like she's possessed. Got some hair going down in the front, most in the back. I see some really cool like purple and black patterns going on in there. There is some minor tattoo detail on her arms, especially when you twist it. You could see it on the back of her forearm. Some on her hands as well. Just some little tattoo hints. The bottoms are really nice as well. We're gonna have a really cool silver stud design. Blue on the side. Not gonna lie, she does have a nice bootay. And the articulation on the legs is not bad. Look at that. That is how articulation should be. A full right angle so they could actually take a seat. So the leg articulation for Sky Blue is amazing. Digging the tattoo right there. And she's got these nice like extra long socks going past the double jointed articulation. And there is some silver studs on them as well. Final thoughts on Miss Sky Blue. Easily the best figure I've reviewed out of this entire set so far. This figure blows away the Bryan Danielson. Sting doesn't really compare to this, especially with those accessories. This is a great women's figure. I recommend it if you collect women's wrestling figures. If you don't, obviously this isn't going to be one for you. My goodness, is this a nice Sky Blue. Willas Prey is here. I don't have a Willas Prey. I am very excited for this figure. I did order the Shop AEW exclusive one, so I am going to have that one on the way hopefully somewhat soon. Not really a crazy attire going on, but it's still a Will Ospreay, and I am excited for it. Here's a look at the packaging. You guys know the whole ordeal with that. Let's get this Will Ospreay out of the box. Here is our first ever Will Ospreay AEW action figure. Head scans, attire, oh, holy cow. Okay, let's have a look at the accessories. We got microphone holding hands, fisted hands, and one pointing hand. Pretty cool. Head scans, oh, I wish I could say these were good, but they are not, bro. I mean, is it just me? Or do these just look nothing like Will Ospreay? If I were to put either one of these on like a suited body and like, okay, who is this wrestler? I wouldn't be able to tell you that's Will Ospreay. Straight up, no way. I like the hair. I just don't like the face, man. It just does not look like him in my opinion. It really doesn't. I was more worried about the attire than the head scans, seeing this figure in the box, but now getting it out of the package, I love the attire and I don't like the head scans. This is insane. So here is how the heads, both heads, are going to be sitting on the neck peg. It looks fine on the neck peg, but it's just, oh man, I just don't think that resembles Will Ospreay. I like the torso choice. White wrist tape looks good. One elbow pad here on the right, very cool. From the front, the pants don't look like much. You're just going to have these nice like green lines here in the front, but when you turn it to the side, look at that, dude. Like a Kenny Omega like style of like dragon going on right there, which is awesome. Gonna have a very similar design over here. Just crazy. That is awesome. I didn't even know that was there, bro. Then we do have those lines there on the back. Double jointed knees, knee pads. Articulation on the legs. Okay, not that bad. Not that bad. We're almost at a right angle. I'm not able to get him to a right angle like that sky blue. Not as bad as Sting. And I do have to point this out. There is a nice hint of white here at the back of the shoes. Pretty cool. Do I recommend the brand new Will Ospreay figure? The answer is gonna be no. I feel like if you were to wait for maybe another Will Ospreay, maybe they upgrade the head scans and then we could get a better head scan here for Will Ospreay. I just don't think they're good. As far as the attire, I mean, if you're digging those dragons and you're digging this attire, it might be a must for you because these are some cool freaking pants. Oh my goodness. Up next, we got the Daredevil. We got Darby Allen. I love Darby Allen figures. AEW Jazzwares loves making Darby Allen figures. So I got a lot of Darbys, man. So here's another one with a really cool looking entrance jacket right there on the back. You can see him wearing the same entrance jacket, looking awesome. Best of the people out of the series. So let's get this Darby Allen out of the freaking box. Darby Allen, here he is coming with a cloth good, dude. Awesome freaking cloth good. That's gonna be the only accessory, minus the chain, that he does come with. There's no interchangeable heads, there's no interchangeable hands, so let's have a look at the jacket. Jacket fits really nice, snug, and tight here on this Darby Allen action figure. I'm digging the design on it. So it's gonna be like a nice like light peach pink here for the main color. And then you do have a cool like black ooze design going down the arms, going down the front. It's freaking cloth, so you guys already know I'm in love with this accessory right here. I'm so glad that it's not like this bulky rubber piece of junk. It's got a collar at the top. It's a nice piece, dude. It's a really nice piece. Since the last AEW Darby Allen action figure, he's gotten a lot of tattoos. So those are going to be fully on display here with this Darby, and also a new head scan for Darby. Digging the gritted teeth. Obviously, he's going to be painting half of his face dead because he considers himself half dead, half alive. That's why he paints his face like that. Awesome. It's going to go all the way around to the ears. He's got like a whole like Solo Sikoa style of haircut, man. See the buzz sides bleached going all the way back. There's the chain that I mentioned. You can remove it if you want by removing the head. Digging the face paint slash tattoos on his torso. Got a whole tattoo of a bone over here. White wrist tape. On the back, he's got a tattoo of a spine. It says relentless at the top of the spine. Awesome tattoos. Awesome designs on this Darby Allen. Do the legs work? Yeah, they do. There we go. Look at that. Right angle on Darby Allen. He's gonna be able to take a seat. Nice little white accents on the shorts. Tight little pants here going down to his boots. We have ankle pivot. Final thoughts on the Darby Allen action figure. Is this figure worth the pickup? Obviously, I think it's a great Darby Allen action figure. It's gonna be the most updated Darby Allen action figure in your collection if you get it, as far as tattoos, as far as head scan. But is it similar to other Darby Allens we've seen? Yes. So I think it's an absolute must? No. If you have another Darby Allen, this is kind of the same thing, unless you need those little minor upgrades, which I'm gonna be one of those people that does, because I like updated tattoos, and this cloth good is pretty good. But this might not be a must for everybody. Topping off the review with the figure I'm most excited for, Jay White, Switchblade, Bullet Club Jay White, dude. Fully blacked out. Ringside Collectibles exclusive that I reviewed on the channel is all red. So it's gonna be really awesome to see a fully blacked out Jay White with a cloth jacket. Let's go. So hyped about that. We are gonna get this open. These interchangeable heads look exactly the same, so I'm curious to see what they did differently with those, because they look literally the same. What is the difference between those? I figured out why both of those head scans look the exact same. This figure has an air. We're gonna jump into the accessories and and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Interchangeable heads. These are the 2 interchangeable heads that I got in my packaging right here. The exact same, right? I was looking at them in the box. I was like, why do those head scans look the exact same? It's because they are. Oh, first of all, it looks great. It looks just like Jay White. This is the same head that they used in the Ringside Collectibles exclusive Jay White. It's the same. It looks amazing. I have no issues with it. The other head that is supposed to be in the packaging is the open mouth head right there. This is my Ringside Collectibles exclusive Jay White. That is the other head that was supposed to be in there, and I just freaking realized that mine had an error. I'm glad that I got the error because I already have an open mouth head scan right here for Jay White. I'm glad that I got it and not one of you guys did, so that's cool. Jay White is going to be coming with his signature pose hands over here, and then we do have one open hand and one fisted hand. And this cloth good is mean. We got Jay White's logo with the slash going through it, Mr. Switchblade. And then at the bottom, it does say Switchblade Era in gold. Super dope, quality, nice leather jacket right here. And now jumping into the Jay White action figure. Is it better than the Ringside Collectibles exclusive? Let's find out. It's just like Jay White. The head sits great. The torso choice is great. Arms look awesome. White wrist tape, man. Everything's stiff too. As far as like the arms, like nothing's like loose and cheap feeling. It feels good up top, straight up. This is where it gets dark. This is where it gets mean. So throughout the pants, we're gonna see some nice gold accents throughout the entire thing. The knee pad is gonna say BC era for Bullet Club era. Gold on his belt. Leg articulation's not 100% there, but it's definitely not as bad as Danielson and Sting. To a nice obtuse angle right there, not a full right angle. But I love the pants, dude. There's a full texture to all of them. You could feel everything. On the boots, it is gonna say Switchblade. Final thoughts on Mr. Jay White from Unmatched Series 11. This is an amazing figure. Probably my favorite figure out of the series. Is it better than the Ringside Collectibles exclusive? I don't know, man. I like that red. I do really like that red, but the black is mean too, bro. I don't know. I dig Jay White. I think his figures are freaking cool, and I want more. I love this black. It's highly recommended figure. If you know Jay White, if you like his character, this is the figure to get. I think it's a great set. Overall, I think there's some solid figures in there. I mean, minus the Willas Prey head scan, and some of the leg articulation. I mean, this is a pretty solid set of action figures right here. Let me know which figures you guys are going to be picking up and passing on in the comment section down below. If you're interested in any of them, they're all available at Ringside Collectibles, WrestlingFigures.com, where discount code LIVE does save 10%. And I will see you all next time. Bretto Live is signing out.